We're live. Let's get it rocking, guys. I'm gonna get the timer going there. First game, we're gonna play some games today. You're gonna each have one connection. The controls, I said cannolis. The cannolis are hidden in his back pocket. So, you know,
I love this guy.
all right, everyone go home. It's over. I want to have two hands on my opponent as long as I can, while they have one or less on me, okay? My goal is to continually gripping, to have two connections and clearing his off of me. So even if you have a hand on you, anywhere, try to get inside it, try to keep that hand off of you and control him. So we want to have more hands on our opponent than they have on us at all times in the stand-up. One other thing we can do to keep people in front of us is keep our hands on them. Keeping our hands on them helps keep them in front of us. The game resets. If you get bear hugged with a closed grip, even for a second, game's gonna reset. Same token, if you get behind and bear hug, game's gonna reset. So that's underneath or over, it's fine with me. If you can stay here for 3 seconds, it's gonna be a reset. We're both trying to do this to each other. So it might look like this, go ahead. Still live, not live anymore, reset, all right? Could be that simple. All of our targets for gripping are from the waist up today, right now. We're not dealing with the legs at all, no wrestling shots, nothing like that. So we're just playing with these arms to either open them up and get inside them and get closer, or move them across and get behind them. And it really is dictated by the elbows. There he is. We were just talking about Joe. So we're gonna start you guys here, and I want you to stay close. And we're gonna just try to keep these connections in order to get to our finish lines, okay? What's up, boys? All right, 3, 2, 1, hit it. So we got a group of 3 right now until he comes out. So we're gonna just game in the middle. Every reset, the other guy just moves in. Yep. And you're both trying to do it. Stay connected. Trying to get behind or inside the elbows. Trying to get closer. Let's try to get close. Get that underhook. Get inside both elbows and connect your hands. Connect your hands, connect your hands. Good, reset. And now Ralph, you're in. Winner rolls out. So if you won the task,
You got it, yeah.
you're out. Next guy's in. Winners get to come out. Hey, he did it in a split second.
What? Oh,
Did you notice?
no, I didn't even notice. No, we were just
He
like,
did it, he got
we were
you.
just like hugging.
No, yeah, go for it, go for it. Shay's tired today, I can tell. This is a good one to start with. Get guys moving a little bit, knock each other around. But there's no takedown, none of that. This is it plays with closeness. There you go. So we're getting inside or behind. Try to find ways around each other, through the arms. There. I had to get out of the way there. Joe, you know this game. It's the resets when you hug, in front or behind. Yeah, man. We got to warm up. We got to warm up. Looking good, babe.
I was in Florida for 3 days.
Really?
I haven't done jiu-jitsu in 3 days.
Oh, your blood's got to be thinned out now.
You okay? I'm cold.
We got to thicken up your blood.
I said that earlier. I said everybody's hibernating. We usually got guys in this class.
Hey. So if you guys, we have 4 now, so we're just going to keep playing. What's up, man?
What I got? I go for some Greek food right here.
Yeah?
Try to hug each other. Yeah, those connected hands. So what this game teaches you is many different things. This experience, obviously, of dealing with a resisting opponent. I can't design a practice without it. So everything we're going to do today is going to have account for liveness, because that is allowing you to actually practice in a real setting. All the little fine things of moving each other around and dealing with this guy who's motivated to do something to you, that's part of the design. And there's no other way to really do it for me personally. The biggest lesson from that is don't let a person connect their hands around your center mass. And that's part of ongoing process of learning. So you could just keep playing now, just continue. Yeah, I like the knees, that's good. Actually, knees are really good for you, Joe. Good, keep them in front of you, good. Stay connected, stay close. We'll switch partners shortly. There you go. Nice, good, good. Nice, drag, redrag, and you guys end up in the spin cycle. Happens, man. It looked away. Yeah, it looked away. That's it. I like how they're throwing strikes in now. They're just MMA over there.
What's that?
Joe's just hitting you now. They're just hitting each other now. Time. Take a break. All right, I'm gonna add a finish line, and we're gonna play again. We're gonna add a finish line now, another one. So you guys get to finish here. You guys get to reset here. But what about picking up a leg? If we can pick up a leg, we get to finish the game. If we get to a front headlock, we get to finish the game, okay? Ever seen a front headlock?
No.
You're gonna see one today. So I'm connected, my chest is covering the back of his head. And I'm holding on to him with something, some way, shape, or form. You could be grabbing his wrist, you could have an underhook, you could be touching here, it doesn't matter, as long as you're covering his head. And you're stuck there for about 3 seconds, okay? There's now 2 new reset positions. Same thing, still trying to hug, still trying to get behind and hug. Now we're also trying to pick a leg up. As soon as the leg comes up, reset. As soon as you get to a front headlock, reset. It's gonna open up the game now. You guys get to do a lot more of different reset conditions. So it opens it up. 3, 2, 1, hit it. Looking for those front headlocks, looking for picking up legs. Joe and Ralph, you guys actually could reset. You could reset the game into. You could add, put his butt on the floor or his hands on the floor, for both of you guys. You know, you need a little more. You need a little more to play with, you guys. So you're taking each other down to a degree. Good. Still try to get behind. Still try to get your front headlock going. Yep. Once you're in it, reset. Good. I'm gonna fix the timer because it's all messed up on me. This is a weird one that has. No, it had like a 3-minute rest in it. I don't want that. That means start. Good. Once the leg comes off the floor, that's it. Yep, there's that front headlock. It's okay. There it is. As soon as the butt hits the floor, back to it. Where's my drink? How did I do this to myself? I always do this. There it is. Little drink. Nice, nice.
It's nice, man, when you get someone down, reach it up. Release.
Okay, Google. Play me some heavy metal from like the 80s.
Here's the metal radio station from YouTube Music, playing on Ohm speaker booth.
Okay, Google. Play me some instrumental 80s guitar shredding.
Okay, instrumental rock guitar music, shred, full album, Pastor Brad from YouTube Music,
Oh.
playing on Ohm speaker booth.
Let's see what we get here. Okay, Google, volume 5. Almost done, guys. Take breaks if you need them. That's fine with me. Nice, good. Nice. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Two. Yeah, I've seen that happen quite a bit. The front headlock's on, but you picked up their leg. I'd say just it's a reset just because you're so tied up. Hard to say who's winning that. Put him on his butt. It works. A little hamstring stretch. 1 minute left, and then we're gonna get to the next sequence of games.
I used to like to love it.
The gold standard's 10 minutes, but I don't even do that.
Hey, look, as they're
Get
shooting,
warmed up a little bit first.
it comes like natural though.
Yeah.
Right?
You don't
You
want
just might not be able to get it quick enough.
30
to.
seconds.
Like if you go to the ground like that, it's like neutral.
Yeah. 50-50.
You got head.
You guys know how to play nice. That's good. Yeah, this is good. Time. Let's take a minute. Just a minute break. If you guys noticed anything the opponent did well, now's the time to share. I'm prompting you. If you noticed him doing something, you're going to tell him what he did. One thing. If you noticed anything Ralph did well, which is very rare.
Fake maneuvers. What are you doing? Because you were shooting single leg and then get in the headlock, right?
If you could
You're
demonstrate.
so focused on the leg,
Yeah, well, your legs go
then
back.
you put your
Yeah.
head in.
Each of you, one thing, back and forth, one thing.
Get under your arms at all times.
Keep it
You're very stiff.
What'd you do?
I went to go visit a buddy. He's super into fitness, but he's into that CrossFit stuff. So
Brutal.
he gets up early. We walk 5 miles, and we do 2 of those big classes back to back.
Oh my God. Is he retired? Is that like his thing? Oh, he's killing. Wow. All right. There's still hope then. That's good.
Starts at 2 a.m. though.
What?
2 a.m.
He starts up early. Yeah.
He's David Goggins.
His day's done by like 3 p.m.
Yeah, he goes to bed at,
Early, right?
He goes to
7
bed at like
p.m.
7, 8.
Yeah.
something like that.
Wow.
He's not married.
Not married.
Smart.
So, yeah.
All right. Let's get to the next game.
Not married, retired, he did it right.
I'm going to have you guys in a seated guard situation. Guy who's standing, my job is to get him pinned on his back. I don't have to pass his legs, but I want to keep him horizontal as long as I can while staying up. I can't go double knees down, and I can't go chest to chest. You guys can pass if you want and turn it into this, but my job is to try to find different ways of holding him down in this horizontal condition as long as possible. Your job is to try to maintain a sitting guard while you are trying to get up with a connection. Get up all the way to your feet with a connection. If he gets up with a connection, reset. Or get under me as a means of getting up. So gonna go under me, even this is underneath, inside my legs, knock me over, and that will be your means of getting up with a connection. Okay, so you're trying to become top player or get up with a connection. Guy on top, continuous thing, you can't really win, it's condition. So I want you to constantly try to find ways to put this guy back and stay on top of him, riding on top, staying balanced, staying on top as long as you can. All right, I want you to work on passing the legs if you can or if you want to. Guy on the bottom, you have to get up with a connection into your opponent. So I want you to find a way, any way this looks, whether you use an underneath guard to lift him and throw him and get up with a sweep, any kind of sweep you could come up with, even shin to shin guard, knock me over and then get up with that, that's all fine, okay? You can use anything you want. My job on top is just to keep you like this as long as I can. Any of these situations where you're down, even this, I'm still keeping you down while staying balanced on top of you. Bottom guy, try to use your seated guard to get up with a connection or use it to pull me over, get my hands on the mat, get my butt on the mat, and become top player. All right, 3, 2, 1. Top guy, Top guy can't go double knees down or chest to chest. He has to stay above. You want to do threes?
I'm going to alternate this one.
Okay. There you go. 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Close enough. Bottom guy, don't be flat. I want you to find a way of getting underneath him. No, if you find yourself flat, you're going to have to work to get back to sitting or become a top player somehow, some way.
Oh, so the back is not a reset?
No, it's continuous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know one time we did it where if you get flattened for a few seconds, it's done. But you still have work to do down there. I'd say best thing you could look for is connections behind his knees, whether it's your feet or hands. If you notice when you got up every time, you made some kind of connection behind my knee, whether it was your shins in or your arm picking my leg up and getting up. It's all connections behind the knees and ankles. Look for as many contact points on that as possible and get his hands and butt to the mat. Top guy, remove any connections that you feel getting established on you. Push them off, stay balanced, and drive in and keep him flat. Just stay on your toes, good. No double knees down. Bottom guy, let's find ways. Getting up with a connection or becoming top player, knocking him over. There it is. Bam, good. That'll be a reset, and now you're just gonna go seated. Top guy can't win, so top guy just try the best that you can stay on top. Just conserve energy up there.
That's what you had to do. Put that 220 into that foot.
I think you got a knee bar there coming up, perhaps. Like if you sat. Put his butt on the mat, Ralph.
What's that?
Put his butt on the mat. Find a way. There you go. Get up. Joe, could you armbar that arm that he's grabbing there? 30 seconds. Top guy, no chest to chest, no double knees down. It's going to be a reset.
One before actually felt like we put the stretch.
Yeah, yeah.
10 seconds. Try to put his hands on the mat. Knock him over. Yeah, think about that. Could use that leg leverage to keep his hands on the mat, and that lets you move. You could watch these guys finish their game. Ralph only wanted 3 minutes, but they're going overtime. Cool. I'll show you guys the next game. You guys will like this game. All right, so it's a natural progression from that game to this game. Now I have to keep him down. I'm starting with him down. I want to keep him pinned. His hips and shoulders are pinned to the mat. I can't use chest to chest, and I can't go double knees down. I need to find ways to keep him down. For you guys over there, you're allowed to move into any submission threat that you feel is there. If something pops up and you want to try it, go for it. If a leg comes up and you feel that the leg's available and you want to try to go into that leg attack, you can do that, all right? You can, it's over until someone taps, so you get a tap, all right? It's live as long as there's a threat of submission. For you guys, simple. If Shay gets his shoulders and hips off the mat to some degree, reset, whatever it is. If he gets to a seated usable guard, so say we were here, his condition is this. If he sits up, gets me in front of him with his hands and feet between us, even put your feet between mine. Yeah, this will be a seated usable guard. It's a different situation, so we'll reset, okay? So he's working on unpinning himself to some degree, and I'm working on keeping him pinned, but I can't use chest to chest, and I can't go double knees down. You guys over there, you could work into any submission threat that pops up from this condition, all right? Let's play. 3, 2, 1. You can go anywhere you want. You can, any way you want. Hold him down on his back how best you can. Any way you want. Try moving around, try playing around with different things. Shay's trying to get himself from being flat to getting his back off the mat and unpinning himself. You can move to the other side. It's still live as long as he's pinned, till he's seated. Remember, don't let him behind your knees. Good. So that connection behind the knee got you over. All good, man. All good. Good round there. Keep playing. Bottom guy, try to get your back off the mat. Nope, you're still pinned. Still taking damage from the grappler on top of you. Get both of his legs, Joe. Say, Joe, that's a reset with you and Ralph. Bottom guy, get your back off the mat. Top guy, can't go chest to chest, can't go double knees down. Good. Take a break. We're going to have Shay. Shay, I'm going to have you play with them in a second. The next reset. Let's just watch them play. They're breaking some of the rules. It's okay. Coach needs to interfere, occasionally, but I don't want to bother them too much. They're playing around with something. Bottom guy, all you got to do is turtle and it resets. It's halfway. You trained before?
I've done wrestling for a little bit.
Good.
Middle school, a little bit of high school.
Yeah, good. You seem comfortable.
Yeah, I do boxing now.
Good.
Like
Yeah.
the disciplines.
Yep, cool. I want Shay to jump in with Joe. Yeah. Yep. It's Shay Day.
You got similar weight, which is always very nice.
We'll get for excuses, yeah.
Bottom guy, get your back off the mat. Use any way you want. Don't let your opponent sit up or get his back off the mat. Find ways to keep it down.
No problem. No can opener.
Joe got his back off the mat. That would be a reset. The same thing happened. Just all these different things before it. The outcome was what I'm looking for. Cool. So we're going to get to the next game. What should we do? Let's do armbar game. Actually, let's do something really fun. We're going to have half guard, where he grabbed my leg with his legs. Now I can't just get up and walk away, but it also commits his hip to the ground because he can't just get up and walk away either. So it's kind of this mutual thing that's happening. He can affect my base with his hips by moving this way, right? That knocks me over. It does glue me to him in a sense. My job up here, I'm going to start you guys with an underhook and head position. He's flat. While I'm trying to get my leg out from between his legs, however you want to do it, I'm also going to try to touch his head 5 times.
What?
Touch his head 5 times. The touch must be a big wind up and a touch. These little touches are okay, but they don't do anything for me. Bottom guy, when you feel that your head is going to be touched, I want you moving. Don't just allow it. Top guy, you can do anything you want to keep him down as you're touching his head and trying to remove his leg. Bottom guy, as always, become top player to some capacity. Find a way to get your back off the mat or get to a seated usable guard. All right? One of those two. If you guys end up in closed guard, the game's still live until he touches your head 5 times. And the same tasks. Get your back off the mat on the bottom. Top guy's holding you down. He has what he wants. Apparently, underhook is what everyone's looking for. You can choose a different one too. You can hold this underhook if you want instead. It's up to you guys to experiment. My job, try to free my leg. Try to free my leg out from there. If I ever free my leg, reset. While I'm trying to touch his head 5 times with big reaching, exaggerated touches. And not to his face, but to the top and sides of his head, okay? Just be careful with ear slapping. I don't want you damaging each other's eardrums. Yeah. No. Count how many times you got them. Yeah. Try to keep count of it. It's hard. You're going to lose count here and there. Sometimes I make it 3, but this I want to like make the game longer. So 5 good big touches from here, okay? This keeps the guy on top, holding you down and touching your head, which gives you a little bit of tactile sensation to what it feels like to get ground and pounded. All right, gives you a little bit more onus to move on the bottom. Some of you guys are comfortable laying here, and it's really a place that a lot of guys go to die. So it's not really great to just lay on the floor all the time with our grappling. So these kind of activities force you guys to actually have some gusto in getting your back off the mat. So if you get to a seated usable guard, where his back's off the mat, and I'm no longer connected like well to him, it's going to be a reset. If you become top player, it's going to be a reset. His back's off the mat. My job on top, get my knee out from between his legs. Any of these will do. It's not between his legs anymore. while I tried to touch his head. If I end up with my leg out, reset. If I touch his head 5 times, reset. If I end up on bottom, reset, okay? Bottom guy, you can also submit. Top guy, you can't submit, okay? 3, 2, 1. If you don't know what submit means, disregard that task. Can arrange yourselves however you want. I want big head touches. Top. Good. Reset, Joe. Try a different leg in the inside every time. So if you put your right leg first, put your left leg next. You know what I mean?
When I'm on top.
Yeah.
At Westbury boxing. Oh, that shit. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Seated usable guard. That signifies that Joe got you to disconnect. And now Joe's moving. Backs off the mat, reset. We're trying to touch that head. Wind it up, give him a good shot. Big shot. Good. I think Ralph freed his leg, so that would be the outcome. Backs off the mat, reset. Hold down Ralph as long as you can while you're trying to free your leg and touch Ralph's head 5 times. Bottom player, you can submit. You can use anything you want to get your back off the mat. Still live. Still trying to touch Ralph's head. Big, big smacks to the head. Could go up over the top. Just watch the eye pokes and watch the ear slaps. Bottom player, get your back off the mat. What's going on in here? These guys are going to finish, then we'll switch partners and we'll do it one more time. He freed his leg.
It only goes to here.
Free your leg.
Only your chair.
There we go. For your leg. For your leg. Get your knee to the mat. Done. Reset. You freed your leg, so that would be the reset. Cool, guys. That's a fun little game you could throw in there. How's everyone feeling? Everyone looks a little tired today, except for Joe. He never looks tired.
I feel tired.
Feel tired? Okay. Just do a leg entanglement game. That slows things down a lot. I find that those are really easy to do physically, so we're going to play a leg entanglement game. All right, I'm going to entangle your legs to some way, some shape or form. You can do it any way, guys. You could do creative things that you've never tried. You could do things that have no name, whatever you want to work on. This is all good. See, it's all the same thing. I have my belly button facing the side of his knee. This signifies a good braking position. All right, what we're going to do, use these leg lock kind of mechanics here. Use this entanglement, this tie-up to keep his hips on the mat as long as possible and keep his knee between my legs as long as possible. I'm trying to maintain this condition. Your job is to remove your leg from this situation and get to standing, get your hips off the mat, okay? Could be a lot of different ways, right? Some guys, sit back down for me. Some guys start rolling and rotating and running away. So imagine going the other way, go the other way, and go to your knees. You got your hips off the mat. I got to find a way to put them back on the mat before the game ends, and now the game's continuous, okay? If you get your hips off the mat for 3 to 5 seconds, I'd say that'd be a reset. So you do have a grace period on the bottom to try to put his hips back on the floor. All right, rearrange your legs, find his hips back on the floor. The leg entanglement functions as a hip pin, first and foremost. That is what it does. That is the first thing we're trying to do is affect his hips to pin him and staying connected, okay? Secondarily, you get submissions. Trying to control both legs is always a good idea because it keeps his hips pinned, okay? Letting go of one leg often lets him now maneuver his hips in such a way where he can either run away or use his free leg to just kick me off, okay? And we don't want that as the attacker. So attacker and defender, you have your tasks. Attacker, choose any way you could tie your legs up. Could be creative things, could be anything you want. Joe, when you and Ralph go, submissions are live, okay, for both guys. But with the other guys, no submissions at all. We're just going to work on the function. The primary function of a leg entanglement is to keep the hips pinned. And if you guys can manage that with your leg entanglements, whenever you see hips coming off the ground, you know you're moving a step backwards. And now the guy's getting more mobile, which is not what we're trying to allow when we're grappling. When we're grappling, we want to keep our opponents on the floor as long as possible with our connections that are on them. This connection, if I could just maintain that, the submission stuff comes really easy, okay? 3, 2, 1, let's do it. So your legs are tied up. No threat of submissions. When you play, no threat of submissions. No leg locks are going to happen to you. And when you play with Shay, no threat of submissions. Just work on the function. Can tie up any way you want. Shay, try to control both of his legs. Keep his hips on the mat as long as you can. There's no threat of submissions. Joe, you're just trying to get your hips off the mat. There's no submissions live for you guys. He's just doing the primary function, getting your hips off the mat and getting your knee out from between his legs. Play, go. Don't think, just play. Think about how you could get your hips off the mat, get to standing, and take your time with the learning process. Nothing good happens in 1 minute. Busy hands, Shay. Busy hands. Watch the balls. Nice, good. Stay close. Keep Ralph's hips on the floor as long as you can. Go. If anything's giving you problems, remove it. Anything that you don't like, go ahead and grab it. Keep trying to control his legs. So far, so good. You've held him down for a whole minute. Find ways to get your hips off the mat. Remove his connections.
Right here. Your hand through my leg, right here. Yeah. I don't know what's your chin. It's very basic. I'm showing it. I feel like we have no leverage. No.
Just keep to the game, Ralph.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about the sub.
Okay.
I could show that in 30 seconds. No, you're good, man. You know what you're doing. Let's get your hips off the mat, Ralph, somehow. Get your legs out of there. Disconnect from him. No threat of submission in this game. Good. You see how he rotated, got out? All right, let's add a task, guys. I'm going to add a finish line, 2 finish lines for you guys. I don't even have to show you, really. Chest to chest, as the guy's getting his hips off the mat and escaping, chest to back or chest to chest route. So grab that. So as I'm playing here, and there's really no way to demonstrate this, I'm holding his leg. He's trying to get his hips off the mat and remove his leg from the situation. As he's doing such, I'm going to try to use those moments to get chest to chest or behind him and chest to back. A lot of times the back opens up when you're in leg entanglements. I want you guys to experiment with finding ways to do that outcome, okay? If it doesn't come to you right away, that's fine. Just keep playing. We're always doing the first primary task of keeping his hips down on the floor and controlling both of his legs to some extent, whether it's with my hands or my feet and my hands. And as this is happening, say, I feel the opportunity to come up chest to chest, we're going to do that too. That's a very valuable movement to get to. All right, so 3, 2, 1. Clear enough. You guys get the task? Cool. We'll play that for another 3 minutes, and then we're going to roll. Connect up. Same task for the other guy. Remove your leg. Get your hips off the mat.
Yeah.
I'd give that a clean reset.
So the guy's locked up?
Locked up. If you're locked up, you're trying to just get out. Yep. Get your hips off the mat. Remove your leg from the control point. As he's doing this, find opportunities to get chest on top of his chest or chest on his back. I wonder if my sipping is getting caught on this microphone. You can hear all the glugging. Wow. That'd be terrible. I think it was. The glug glug. Halfway. Interesting.
past his legs. For too damn long.
Eventually,
Long and strong.
eventually you'll figure him out. Try to free one or more of your legs at a time. Use that leg to help you get out just as much as your hands. Try finding places you can put the bottom of your foot in there. Stomp him off of you. There you go. Keep playing with that. Find ways to get your hips off the mat. Keep removing his feet. If you feel his feet, push them down. No submissions for you guys. Not yet. We'll start live rounds here in about a minute. What's going on?
I have a little shoulder pain right now.
All right, rest. That's it. You're done for the day.
It's like a knot right now. You hit that koozie after.
Yeah. This gets easier though, because you see these guys barely sweat,
Yeah.
and they.
I'm always sweating though, like
Yeah, yeah.
my whole life. Like, even if I jog a mile,
Yeah.
like
If you do this long enough, like even just 2 weeks, I'd say within 2 weeks you're fine. You make it to the end of class without feeling dead. Yeah, this is a different deal though. Damn.
I came here yesterday morning and then I did boxing at night. I went home and slept like a baby.
It's good for you. And this you'll get used to. Your body, especially as it gets easier, like he's got a lot of experience, so he doesn't just use like tons of energy all the time. You know what I mean? Oh, you're gonna realize so many things. You might not even realize some things you're learning as you're going, and that's part of the beauty of this. Yeah.
Yeah, but very good spot.
You had it. On this, you had it all the way up here.
No, oh, that's where I started. But the band over here. But that just kind of like let it get run down.
Try controlling both of his legs. Always control both of his legs here.
He's been around.
Yes, exactly. Keep controlling his secondary leg.
Like not too long ago, like 2 weeks ago, looking at some pictures he had from the actor. He's a little young kid, 12. 14, I think he's the old fighter that.
Rusty Golden lost so many times. He close so
Yeah,
many times.
he fought on Golden Gloves until he was like 32, 33, like 8 times. Silver, a bunch of times.
All right, guys, time. I'm going to have you guys roll now for the remainder of class. We have 6 minutes left to class, probably 5 by the time we get to rolling. Right in the middle here. If your shoulder's bothering you, I'd say you did a lot of live work already today, so just take it while you're ahead. Rest of you guys who have energy, you're going to roll.
Okay?
Miguel.
Hey, you got welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, man.
Oh, yeah?
You gonna leave me with this gorilla?
Yeah, I just had to go with him. We all got a price to pay.
I'm not digging this angle.
Fucking Johnny. Johnny's gonna be a menace. He's a new guy. Stronger than a fish. Yeah?
It's all right, boys. When I make my comeback, you'll know. Don't let the bottom of his feet touch you.
Why am I starting at the bottom with you?
I don't know. I don't know.
I gotta be an idiot.
Remove his connections. Good.
Yeah, well, you got the heat, man. You got the heat.
We got a new guy coming in next week. He's gonna bring it. He's gonna bring that fire to you guys.
What's that?
Joe B.
This is a more.
Oh, nice.
You're Joe A now.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll do it. I just don't have long arms.
Yeah, no, Joe's late.
Fuck, man, I just don't have arms. But we can,
Nice.
yeah, John's gonna show us how to use the short arms though one day.
There you go. Stay on top. Try to separate an elbow while you're doing it. Shake your arm out of there. Try using a shaking.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Thanks.
There you go. Looking good, guys. Looking good. 3 minutes, 3 minutes. Stay on top, stay on top. If you feel yourself losing top position,
Something last night, I'm gonna do it.
kind of like a banana split,
Almost
but it's not reliable.
above my knee.
Yeah, what we learned yesterday was we use this to go back this way. And
Nice,
push
exactly.
Right,
it up. Yeah, so
right.
I'd say keep his hands on the mat. That'll let you move.
yeah, so you go all the way this way.
Yeah, now you can pop out the back door.
We'll either go to the back door or. Take the leg.
I'm telling you, that split though.
Yeah, it could probably.
Split, you
Some guys you could tap with that.
you had me, you know, above the knee, which was. I felt.
What would you do?
You just start right there.
And now pull down with your arm hard.
Joe, big on it. Right.
Is that a submission?
It's immense.
It's a good control too.
Hip in a little more though. That's it.
Crunch down with your elbow, like the arm bar that we do.
Yep, yep, yep.
And if it doesn't work, just do the next thing. Get your back off the mat.
I love the submission.
That's it. You're done. Kaput. Go sit near the wall.
It was just gonna get tighter and tighter.
No, it was good. Good. You look good out there. Yep. Yeah, you seem like a natural. This is a good thing for you. One minute. This tastes like apple juice. I don't know. That move injured me.
He would have had it. He would have had it.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, man. So greased up here. Satin and silk.
Yeah.
Trying to get sponsored by Bass Pro Shops. 10:32. I'd say time. Finish your round. You can roll as long as you want. I'm not going to stop you. But if anyone's got to go, it's 10:32. I know when I used to train a lot like you guys, I would be here like, way over time if no one told me what time it was. I like to announce the time at the end of class for you guys.
You want to go one more time? I got one more time.
I think he's toast. Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Quit while you're ahead.
It's in your head, right? Always like, yeah, I could go.
Yeah, but you tuned Joe up a little bit, right?
Yeah, you gave him some action.
Yeah, look at him. He's exhausted.
All right. Peace out. Dunsky.
Joe's